So, um, all in one love Ollie, right? And I always feel like it's my duty to share these gems with you people, you wonderful people. Um, I'm a generous person naturally, intrinsically. That's just who I am. There are people who gonna tell you I'm selfish, and they're gonna tell you I'm selfish because, you know, I choose not to let them use me and ride me and take advantage of me anymore. So that's that. But anyways, um, I always believe, there are people who say, oh, you shouldn't put your business out there, and people don't have to know this and people don't have to know that. But I believe that the more we share about the experiences and the things that happen to us, the more we break down a lot of stereotypes, a lot of barriers, but that's another topic for another time. But let me tell you. So this morning, I woke up and I had an epiphany. You understand? I woke up and I realized something. And you know how they say hindsight is 2020 vision? Whoever said that was know exactly what they're talking about, because I feel like I've been living my life in hindsight. And I know I'm not the only person, right? And so yesterday I had two situations happen to me. For one in, during the morning time and one in the afternoon. And it was the way that I handled those two situations that has me sharing. So the first situation was, you know, I'm not going to go into detail, but anyways, this person sent me a text message. Now, the text message was not what I wanted to hear, and then the way it was just a problem, right? Now, me being me, and the way I usually deal with that person, my first instinct was to cuss them. My first instinct was to just send them a long response and tell them exactly what I thought about them, because that's how I usually deal with that person. And if you know me, you know I have a temper. I may not show it all the time, but I do. It's there. And it's hard for me to find middle ground a lot of the times. It's either opposite ends of the spectrum for me. Either blow up and explode like a volcano, or just shut down and don't say nothing. One of the two. There's no in between for me. And that's how I am with a lot of things. I'm just very passionate about the things I care about and the people I care about. And, it's either all the way or no way kind of thing. Now, that response that I usually would, the way I would usually respond to that person. So during the day yesterday, I found myself sitting down to write this very long, very nasty text message on several occasions. And each time I started, halfway through, I would just erase the message and just be like, you know what, I'm not doing this. And then 10 minutes later, I would think about it again and get upset all over again. And then I start to type in a message again, start typing a response again to the person. And finally, the last one was just, I was like, you know what? I'm just not doing this anymore. And I remembered hearing my best friend telling me, stop giving them the opportunity to play the victim. And that's exactly what I was doing when I responded that particular way. Because this person makes me out to be the wicked witch of the West. I am unreasonable. I am everything bad you could think of when it comes to this person and my dealings with this person. And yesterday I said to myself, you know what? I am not going to continue to give you that kind of power. It done today. It done. And I did not respond to that person. I did not respond to the text message. And that's probably what they expected me to do, because that's what I did usually. Usually that's what I would do. They send me something and I don't like it, and I send them a nasty message, and, we go back and forth for however long and whatever. And that's probably what they was expecting me to do, to send a message. And I didn't send a message. I didn't respond to the message at all. And I'm not going to respond to the message at all. Verbally, at least. I have decided, however, whatever response there is going to be how I now act. So my actions are going to be my response. You understand? My actions are now going to be my response. Okay, that's what you wanted, and I'm just going to continue and go ahead and do what I need to do. So I'm not going to respond to you and give you the, I'm not going to let you know that you have angered me, that you have affected me to the point where I need to lash out at you. I'm not doing that anymore. And a lot of us do that with people. You understand? We allow them, they know the buttons to push, and they continue to push it, and we continue to respond. You understand? We know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And I think they know that we know what they're doing. But we two of us still doing the same thing. They pushing and we still reacting. You understand what I'm saying? And for me, with that particular person, I've decided that yesterday, that's it. Last straw, final straw. I'm not doing it with you anymore. I'm not doing that with you anymore. I'm not responding the way you think I'm going to respond anymore. That's what you said? Okay, fine. And I keep it pushing and I do what I have to do. You understand? Second situation. Now, me and this person had a conversation about a particular thing, right? Well, we tried to have a conversation about a particular thing. They said what they had to say. I said what I had to say. When it came up, I said, let's sit and have a conversation about this. They decided that they didn't want to talk about it. I said, okay, I left it at that. Now they circle back and come back with the same thing. And halfway through talking to this person, because it was a phone call, halfway through talking to this person, I found myself on the defensive. And but this is this and this is this and I'm not, and this, I found myself starting an argument, starting to be, beginning to be argumentative. And in the middle of it, I said, you know what, listen, I don't have the time to be arguing, and I really don't want to be doing this. This is what you say it is. This is what you say it is. Okay. And I hung up the phone. But I know that I am going to do what I need to do. You see, this person probably also expected me to be argumentative. They probably expected me to, I don't know, to argue about it and to make a confusion and to make a bacchanal. I'm not doing that anymore. That's what you say is X is X. I know is Y. And I know you know deep down is Y. So I am going to treat it as Y and do what I need to do because it's Y. You can say whatever you want. And that's how I'm going to deal with these two people in particular. That's how I'm going to deal with them. And I'm saying all of this to say two things. One, some people don't need that level of engagement and acknowledgement from you. Not they don't need it, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Some people don't need to affect you, don't deserve to have you so flustered and so bothered and so angry and so upset and so frustrated. Those are high level emotions. You understand? And they don't need to have that access to you or that access to your emotions. You understand what I'm saying? They don't. They don't deserve it. I have, the people who know me know, how hard I've been working to be in this place where it's not all gravy, it's not all roses, it's not nice every day, but it's better than what it used to be, And they know how hard I've worked to be in this place, to get to this point. And I'm not going to let inconsequential people who do not matter in the grand scheme of things, come and try and derail me. Come and try and undo all of the progress I've made. You understand? I'm not doing that. I'm not allowing that. I'm not giving them that satisfaction. I'm not doing it. Second thing, pick your battles. Not every situation requires you to respond the same way. X situation might respond you to blow up. Y situation might respond you to give a more calmer response. Y situation might require a more calm response. And I want to be I want to have that level of emotional intelligence where I'm able to tell the difference, where I'm able to, you know, ascertain exactly how I'm supposed to respond to a situation so that I don't over respond and then be seen as, this unreasonable person. And I don't under respond where people feel like they can continue to just walk all over me and do me what they want. You understand? So that's my mission, to have that level of emotional intelligence where I'm able to differentiate the situations and respond accordingly. And that requires me to know my quote unquote enemy. You see, if you know people, then you know how to deal with them. And knowing how to deal with a person requires that you know them. And people, regardless however long, after a while they show you who they truly are. So they might be able to fool you for however long, but they won't be able to fool you for forever. And eventually the mask falls away and the facade falls away and you see who they truly are. And I feel like y'all have heard this in so many ways and so many versions of this, but it's such a powerful message, and it's such a it's something that is real and true and prevalent. You understand what I'm saying? People will show you who they truly are and how they really think, and it's for you to sit up and pay attention, take notes, and strategize. You understand what I'm saying to you? And that's what it is. And this morning I had the epiphany, and I'm taking this is a victory for me, and I'm celebrating the victory because I was able to realize and to stop myself from doing a disservice to myself. I don't give away my power. I stop. I'm not giving people the power over me again. And I'm not going to get it right every single time, but trust me, I won't get it right enough times for people to get the message. You understand what I'm saying? Pick your battles and stop letting inconsequential people engage with you on a certain level. Stop engaging them and stop acknowledging them. Some people you just need to ignore. You know what I'm saying? And that's the message I have today. That's this morning I wake up and that's what was on my chest, and I felt the need to share it. You know what I'm saying? And for the people on my WhatsApp, all you know, all you love me. I can be annoying sometimes, but all you know, all you love me. And I just really believe that, I'm saying this, if me was out there in somebody else, I would want to hear this message from somebody else and know that I am not alone and have a better insight on how to deal with certain things, because that's how we learn, from the experiences of others. If people didn't come and say, listen, this happened to me and this is what I did and this is how I was able to conquer it. Some people, it probably wouldn't work for everyone, but it did work for some people, and some people were able to find relief, and some people were able to make progress from it. And it's not about sharing your business, because nobody, unless you really know who I'm talking about, nobody know who I'm talking about. I ain't call no name, but you get the point and you get the gist of what I'm saying. You understand? So yeah, pick your battles and remember that some people don't deserve to have that level of engagement and acknowledgement from you. Peace.